Hi everyone, Amy here, and today I'm going to do a masked trio of stencils. Now I have 3 new stencils here. One is a stencil set, a Marvelous Masks stencil set, and I will link all of the stencil names and products that are available in the video description box below. But these are all part of the October release, and they came together to create this fun seasonal card here that I'm going to show you how I made today. So I have a piece of cardstock. This is 120 pound accent opaque. It's US A2 size, so 4 1/4 inches by 5 1/2. And I'm using one of the 𝗵𝗵𝗇 Marvelous Masks stencils. Again, I'll link the exact name down below in case I've butchered it, but there's actually 2 size variations of this in the shop this month. So depending on what size you want for your cards, there are some options, but I'm using the largest one in this particular set, which you can see just leaves like a very small white border around an A2 size. And I'm using some residual ink on my blue blending brush just to lay down a wash of color to give that distinctive arch-like edge. Now what I'm going to do, I'm checking it first of all just to make sure it's how I want it, and I'm picking out some other colors. I have blue raspberry and Fiesta blue. These are both Catherine Pooler. Now I'm putting the arch back down exactly where it was, and then I'm laying this other stencil on top of it. So what it's effectively going to do is it's going to keep that masked area, that outside that's white around the arch, it's going to keep that white, because no matter where I stencil with the snowflake stencil, it's not going to get up underneath to the cardstock because it's covered by that first stencil. So I'm using my makeshift turntable here. This is a low tack sticky mat from Ulta New and a cake decorating turntable from about 25 going on 30 years ago maybe, and I have that just to kind of hold my stencils in place, because you can see where it grips the actual mylar, it kind of hangs onto it for me. So I'm coming in with this third stencil and the even darker color here, the Fiesta blue, and laying that down on top of the initial stenciling that I did. So I'm kind of going lightest to darkest in color in terms of the blues. Obviously they're different colored blues, but it's a monochromatic look, and the different vibrancies are kind of giving it that separation. So now I want to give the feeling of snow. So I have this medium here that I use for white spatter. It's Dr. P.H. Martin's, I think it's called Bleed Proof White or something like that. And instead of using water to thin it, I'm actually using my shimmer spray just to give it a little bit of glitter and thin it out so that I can make it kind of a spatter consistency. So I'm going to use a toothbrush here just so I get little tiny flicks, and you can see it looks like most of them are going all over my desk and not so much on the project, but they're there too. You can just really see the mess that it made on my desk, but no biggie. I wiped it up, and now I'm picking out a sentiment to finish the card. This is my binder of sentiment strips and Christmas or holiday sentiments, and I'm just kind of flipping through to figure out which one will fit the design. And as you saw, I did end up using that "'Tis the Season" just because it was a nice bright black and white stark contrast, and it stood off really well. Sadly, I think that sentiment is discontinued. That was LDRS Creative. They had some really cool Christmas dies one year that I got a bunch of, and I don't think they carry them anymore. But use what you have in your stash. I'm sure you have something similar that would work, snow related or winter or Christmas. And I use that luminous white bling, which you can also use my coupon for, Amy Fan 10. And yeah, that finishes the card. So be sure to check out the rest of the October release, and be sure to use my coupon Amy Fan 10 at checkout. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.